Okay, buckle up because this is one of the most cold-blooded, greed-fueled, backstabbing stories you'll hear all week.
Would you unalive someone if you knew they were heading 7 inches deep anyway? Sounds messed up, right? Well, for Marissa Hale and her boy toy yoga instructor, that wasn't a hypothetical. That was the actual plan. And if you're sitting there thinking, this kind of thing doesn't happen in real life, oh buddy, let me introduce you to reality. According to FBI stats, about 1 in 10 homicides in the US are financially motivated. That's right, there are people out here turning "till death do us part" into a financial strategy. In 2016, a woman in Texas poisoned her husband's sweet tea for the inheritance and then tried to use his life insurance to buy a boat. Real story. She even picked out the yacht before he died.
So yeah, Marissa and Leo aren't the first to try the let's kill the ATM approach, but they just might be the dumbest. Because spoiler alert, it did not go the way they thought.
So here's the rundown. 67-year-old Gregory Hale is filthy rich. We're talking mansions, stocks, luxury, everything. He's married to a much younger woman, Marissa, who, surprise, surprise, isn't exactly in it for love. Gregory's got a bad heart and a worse prognosis. Doctors tell him to slow down or he won't live to see next few months. Meanwhile, Marissa's already playing the grieving widow, just a little ahead of schedule. Behind Gregory's back, Marissa is hooking up with her 29-year-old yoga instructor, Leo. Leo teaches hot yoga to stressed-out divorcees, lives paycheck to protein shake. This dude is every red flag rolled into one guy with a tribal tattoo and zero savings. Marissa, on the other hand, didn't grow up with money. She grew up watching rich people from a distance, and swore she'd never be poor again. Gregory? He wasn't a husband. He was an exit strategy with a bank account. They're scheming like it's a true crime podcast come to life. She tells him, when Gregory dies she inherits almost everything, like 80% of his $47 million empire. Leo's like, why wait for fate when we can fast-track the funeral? So yeah, these two literal geniuses decide to kill a dying man. But how did this sugar daddy crime saga even begin? Well, picture this. A black-tie charity gala for children's cancer research. Gregory walks in dripping old money confidence. Marissa shows up wearing a dress that probably broke 2 necks and a moral compass. He donates 50 grand just to get her attention. She laughs at his jokes. He sends flowers. She Googles his net worth. Fast forward 3 months, she's living in his penthouse, making Instagram reels about manifesting abundance, while Gregory thinks he's found the love of his life. And that's how their journey started. So Gregory had no kids, no close family. Now let's do a quick round of red flags you shouldn't ignore. Ever. Red flag number 1, she never held his hand unless someone was watching. 2, she referred to his heart condition as the countdown. 3, she once asked, dead serious, if someone dies in their sleep, how soon can you claim the insurance? Gregory saw none of it, because when you're in love, and 67 with a bad heart, you don't see red flags. You see wedding rings and early bedtimes. Or at least that's what we thought. So now the plan is in motion. She take Gregory on a romantic weekend to his secluded lake house. Wine is poured. Pills are crushed. Gregory dozes off in his recliner, probably dreaming of better life choices. Then Marissa notifies Leo that Gregory's out. Leo sneaks in wearing all black like he's auditioning for a Netflix thriller. So here they are, standing over a drugged old man with $1 million estate and zero clue they're walking into a trap. Marissa's pacing like she's about to present a TED Talk. Leo's breathing heavy, whispering to himself like a dude about to miss a free throw. He fumbles the pillow, drops it, picks it up, almost sneezes, almost forgets the gloves. He's one nervous fart away from passing out. And Gregory? He's so still it's like he's already left the group chat. So with a final resolve, 1 pillow and 0 conscience, they smother Gregory in his sleep. No struggle. No signs of a break-in. Just a tragic heart attack. Textbook perfect murder, if the textbook was written by amateurs. But here's where it gets good. Gregory? Yeah, he wasn't as clueless as they thought. He'd seen the red flags, Marissa's sketchy behavior, secret texts, the sudden interest in his health. So 3 days before his death, he changes his will. Leaves Marissa absolutely nothing. Bang. Every single cent, $47 million, goes to a children's charity.
Imagine walking in thinking you're getting a private island and leaving with a court summons.
Marissa's face literally glitched. She blinked so hard it looked like she was rebooting. She tried to laugh it off like, "Oh, this must be a typo. He left everything to me." Nope. It was Gregory's last will and testament. And her name wasn't even on the envelope. The only thing she inherited was trauma and a slow-motion panic attack. And just for fun, he records a farewell video exposing everything. Meanwhile, back at the local motel, the phone rings, jolting Leo from his daydreaming. He's already Googled Malibu real estate and bookmarked an $8 million house with an infinity pool. It's Marissa, crying and screaming. She says, he left everything to charity. And Leo? He just killed a man for asthma research. Bazinga. It didn't take long for the cops to start digging. A nurse steps forward saying Marissa refused to refill Gregory's meds. A neighbor saw a man matching Leo's description near the lake house. Oh, and you want to hear dumb? Marissa used Gregory's iPad to Google stuff like, can you die from too many sleeping pills? How to stage a heart attack? When does life insurance payout start? She didn't even use incognito mode. She basically live-tweeted her crime. Then comes the will. Marissa walks into the lawyer's office expecting millions. Instead, she finds out she's been written out of the entire estate. The whole thing implodes. Leo folded like a beach chair in a windstorm. He cracks first under pressure, throws Marissa under the bus like it's on fire, says she was the mastermind. Marissa sits there frozen, looking like every regret she ever had just smacked her across the face. Courtroom looked like a failed reality show. Marissa wore black like she was auditioning for Widow of the Year. Leo sat there blinking like his brain had blue-screened. The jury didn't take long to decide. Guilty on the counts of first-degree murder. Both of them get life in prison with no chance of parole. Gregory's body might have been weak, but his mind? Sharp as a dagger. He knew what was coming, and instead of fighting back, he outplayed them from the grave. Gregory didn't mind dying sooner, but do it dramatically? Yeah, that's fun. The result? 2 murderers, 0 payout, and 1 dead man with a standing ovation from the afterlife. And the cherry on top? The 2 people who murdered him didn't even get $1. They didn't just kill a man. They killed their own futures, for nothing. Turned out Gregory actually wanted to end his pains but couldn't bring himself to take his own life. Marissa and Leo actually did him a favor. But the betrayal is what he couldn't forgive.
And yeah, this story is wild, but behind all the drama, there are some real lessons worth chewing on. So let's get into it.
Lesson 1, greed has no finish line. Marissa already had millions coming her way legally. But that wasn't fast enough. And that's the thing with greed. It doesn't whisper almost there, it only screams more. And when you chase more with no boundaries, you end up with nothing. Lesson 2, betrayal doesn't go unnoticed forever. Gregory wasn't dumb. He saw the signs. He just waited for confirmation. People think they're slick until they're not. You can lie, manipulate, and cheat your way through life, but eventually it catches up. In Marissa and Leo's case, it caught up with a courtroom and a lifetime behind bars. Lesson 3, real love doesn't plot your funeral. Let's be honest, if someone is calculating your life insurance before your death certificate is printed, that's not love. That's a setup. If you ever feel like someone's with you just for what they can get, believe your gut. Because trust isn't built on dinner dates and selfies. It's built on loyalty when no one's watching. So what do you think? Was Gregory justified in what he did? Did Marissa and Leo deserve life behind bars, or was it too much? And honestly, would you even trust someone who says, they're dying anyway? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this story is just, wow.
And if you think this was crazy, just wait till we drop the story of the guy who faked his death for a decade just to get out of child support.
Yeah, I know it's unbelievable. Hit that like button, subscribe, and remember, karma doesn't miss. Just waits.